Hey guys. All right, let's see if you guys can see me, you can hear me. Sorry we're a little late today and I've got music in the background, so join. Today's topic is going to be a sensitive one, so all you ninnies out there need to keep moving forward. But I think it's an important topic and I think we need to talk about it in a real kind of setting. So, hi guys. Hi Ellen. So, while you guys are joining, I'm listening to music. Can you guys hear the music? Hi Evan. Can you guys hear the music in the background? Can you hear it? It's kind of confusing me, so if I get tripped up in my words, it's all because of the music. All right, so I started this tribe quest a long time ago, and the reason why was because a lot of you guys had came up. You can't hear it? Okay, Randy says you can't hear it. All right, so maybe I should turn it off because it's totally tripping me up. So a lot of you guys asked me back last November what it was like to be a woman in today's world dating, and you guys wanted an average girl's kind of take on it and where we're at. And the thing is that you're asking a chick who's got 3 kids, so this doesn't apply to the 20-year-olds and the 25-year-olds that have no kids and don't know what it's like. But I think it's important for you guys to hear it and take it seriously. And I'll just give you some things in which I've seen out there. Dating sucks. You guys know it. It sucks out there, especially if you've got kids. Whether they're grown, whether they're still in the house, whether you're dating somebody who's got kids and yours are grown, it's a whole different like ball of wax. You know, you've got time commitments, you've got responsibilities. When do you see each other? When do you get introduced? How all of these important things. So I want to give you my perspective on things. My first advice to you guys is, if you're entering the dating world, and let's just say you got out of a divorce, let's say you got out of a separation, and I know you guys are out there, and I get it. You were married for 10 years or in a committed relationship for 10, 15 years, and all of a sudden, things didn't work out. At the end of a relationship like that, I know there's nagging, I know there's a ball and chain side of things, and it sucks. And I know a lot of you guys come out of those relationships and you're like, shit, I don't want to get back into it. I don't want to nag. I don't want to ball and chain. I want to go out. I want to have fun. And you guys are reliving your 20s. Okay. Like that's what I see a lot out there. Is like, you guys want to go to the bar. You want to hang out with your dudes. You want to get white girl wasted out there. And I get it. And you need that 100%. Totally need it. You need your time and you need your space to figure out what the hell it is that you want. But let's just say you think you're ready to move on and you come across a girl, because now we're all at the age where the reality is we're going to be dating people with kids. Okay, the reality of finding somebody who's in her 30s and 40s that doesn't have kids is unlikely. If you start talking to somebody, I don't care how hot she is, I don't care if you think she's got everything going, I don't care if she's great for your ego. If you are not ready to be the full thing that she needs and those kids needs, you guys do me a favor from the bottom of my heart, walk out. Don't convince yourself. If you know that you don't want kids and you've raised your kids and you don't want any more, walk out. Do her a favor. Because a single mom has to create time for you. She has to take time away from something. She has to take time away from work, her friends. And more importantly, she's got to take time away from her kids. So if you are not ready to commit, I don't care if it's just, I'm going to go out and have a good time and she seems like she's fun. No, ask yourself the question first. Because what happens if she is a rock star? What happens if you guys hit it off? What happens if you guys feel awesome and she says, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to wait 6 months, I'm going to wait 8 months, and I'm going to do the right thing as a parent to protect my child, and I am not going to introduce you to my children, even though you know she has them. This happens, it's happened to me a million times, I can't even tell you, where a guy will sit back and go, no, I totally want kids. Yeah, no, kids are great. I loved mine, they were awesome. And what ends up happening, they see 8 months or 6 months, my bangers are doing stupid things today. They see 6 months or 8 months, you get to see her in a single life. You don't get to see her in her daily routine of vomit, of puking, of running and stopping her day to go pick up the kids, to going grocery shopping and having to fix dinner for 3 who are all picky eaters. You don't see that hectic lifestyle. All you see is her on Friday nights. You see her when you get to see her, and you don't get to see her in the chaos. And what you end up doing is you end up sitting there and you date her, and then at 6 months, 8 months, when she introduces you to her kids, you're like, ooh, shoot. Okay, maybe I can get past that. Maybe I can get past the kids screaming. Maybe I can get past the boys bickering all of the time. Maybe I can get past the WWE that's happening in the front living room. Maybe I can get past all of this. And you try convincing yourself. And all while she has built up steam. She has built up that wifey material for you. And then at 8 months or at 9 months or at 10 months, you sit back and you go, I left a relationship. I don't know if I'm ready for that yet. What a shitty thing to do. That is a shitty thing to do. I'm going to cry. That is a shitty thing to do to somebody. Because let's say she's introduced you to those kids. What are you doing? Those kids fell in love with you. And you're leaving? Because you couldn't handle it. Because you didn't have that honest conversation that you needed to have when it was in the beginning. You knew ahead of time that you didn't want kids. You knew that you didn't want that. Yet you entertained the thought of going out with the hot chick in town, the chick that's got everything going for her, because it fed your ego. I'm so over ego feeding, you guys. I'm over it. Know what you want before you enter that bar. You want to go to a bar, have a good time, talk to the chick. Don't exchange numbers when you know she's got kids if you know you don't want kids. She has got so much stuff on her plate, and to break her spirit, for her to have to go back to her kids and say it didn't work out when you sold her a raw bag of goods. You sold her the idea that you were that guy, and you convinced her that you were that guy. And guess what? She's picking up the pieces. And what does it end up happening? She ends up having this mentality that I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to do it again. I'm not going to get into a relationship again. And what ends up happening, those kids end up seeing her not in a relationship. Hi, Selena. Hi, Neil. Hi, Ken. Hi, DJ. Hi, everybody. The most difficult part for a mom who is single is to decide how much risk her own child's heart is worth. I need you guys to think about that. She has put those kids in a position that you are involved with them now. Selena, you're so sweet. You're the pretty one. Single moms are busy. Single moms have relationships with their baby daddies. If you don't think you can be in a situation in which you want to deal with another dude, bounce. Hi, Trevor. Bounce. Because she's got to communicate with him. She's got to talk with him. She's got to sit down, and guess what? Maybe it's a great relationship, maybe it's not, but you assume that risk when you sit down at the bar for the first time and you consider taking that girl's phone number. You assume all of it. You assume baby daddy drama, if there is some. You assume she's going to be in a financial crisis every once in a while. You are going to assume that she's going to have to cancel plans with you because her kids are sick. You have to assume that risk. Before you hand that phone number over, you need to understand that you are messing with multiple people. Put your ego and your pride and your wants and your night for boning aside. Go on Tinder and get the hookup that you need. Go to the other chick at the bar that doesn't have it. Walk away from her immediately, because the worst intention that you can do is ignite the fire in, yes, Trevor, single dads too. The worst thing you can do is ignite the fire of a lonely single parent's heart and leave them in the dust 6 months, 8 months later because you got your fill-in. It's happening so much out there, you guys, that it's scary. And we talk about baby mamas. Okay, here's the thing. Here are the baby mamas. I'll do on a little 6-minute baby mama preach. Only because I am a baby mama. And I know what it's like. And I worked really, really hard for my baby mama status. Baby mamas are not something that need to come with a derogatory term. Not all of us are scathing, human vile that want to manipulate our baby daddies and use our children as pawn. And if you're one of those females, shame on you. Shame on you. And I've been there. I've been there in the hurt side of things and being a baby mama and seeing For us, when we see you move on, it is a validation that we weren't good enough. To moms, you guys have to understand something. We have to be good at everything. We have to be good at making you lasagna. We have to be good at cleaning up the snot out of our kids' noses. We have to be the best PTA moms. We have to go out there and hustle and earn the income, right? When you move on and we see that, I get that. That's tough. But guess what, women? Our kids come first. I've seen it so many times where women use their kids as pawn, and this comes as dads too, okay? This is not just one-sided, but when you're dealing with parents, if you didn't work out, you didn't work out, okay? There's no reason that you need to be a vile piece of trash because your kids are seeing that, okay? You don't need to sit there and take the kids away from the parent just to hurt them. You're literally hurting your kids themselves. I got into a couple conversations a couple weeks ago, and it kept coming back to me. Well, you don't know, Charisse. You're one of the 1% that gets along with your baby daddies. And you know what? To you, those who don't know my story, go to my page, go to the other videos, you'll see it. I have 3 great dads. But do you think that every divorce, every separation, every split ended up amicably? No, it didn't. It took work. It took me giving and giving and giving. It took them giving and giving and giving. And it took the real conversation of saying, your kids come first. If the kids come first in everything that you say and they do, if spending time with their dad is the most important thing to that kid, take your ego, take your pride out of it. Then do what's right for that kid. I can tell you, there were times where one of my kids wanted their daddy to read them a book, and the daddy lived 40 minutes away. I could have easily have said, no, daddy's not close. But what was the most important thing to that kid? The kid, my son, said I wanted my daddy to read me a story. He didn't say, Mommy, you're not good enough. He didn't say, Mommy, I don't like you. I had to take me out of the equation. It's not about me. It was about him wanting his daddy. I got on the phone and I called the daddy up. Come read your son a story. And you know what that daddy did? That daddy went 40 minutes out of his way to come tuck his child in. It's not always easy, okay? It's not always easy, but not every baby mama is crazy. And if you are that woman that's taking their kids away, shame on you. Shame on you. So all I need to say to you guys is that before you date, before you get involved with a woman who's trying to pay her bills, make sure her kids get there on time, make sure that she is sane. She needs her sanity. Before you mess with a chick, make sure you're 100% in. And don't just say it. I mean, really believe it. And work every single day at making it work. There are going to come things that are going to be difficult, but you assume that risk. You assume that liability when you gave her your phone number at the bar. When you swiped left on that dating app, you knew she had kids based off of her profile. You knew it. So do what's right. Have the full conversation internally and say, am I ready for what kids, college, weddings, the other parents, holidays, separations with our kids? How are we going to do all of this? How are we going to get our me time in? Go through all of those equations the minute you meet. And if somebody is married if somebody has got kids and you're not ready, move on. So I wanted to say to you guys today, it's important, need to be said. I'll go live or I'll respond to a couple things. If you guys want help on what it's like to build a healthy relationship with a person that's got kids, reach out. I'm here for you. I will tell you what I did. I can tell you that it's not impossible. If I did it with 1 baby daddy, with 2 baby daddies, with 3 baby daddies, if I did it with 3 people with 3 different personalities, with 3 different agendas, with 3 different age groups, 3 different religions, 3 different everything, if I can do it with 3, you can do it with 1. It takes work. I don't care if you turn around and you say, but you don't know my baby mama. I don't care. I know you. And I know what you're capable of doing because I was capable of doing it. And it's not something that can happen like that. But if you really, 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 truly want advice on that, put it in there. I will help you out. If you've got a situation, holiday times are coming. I know it's crazy times, scheduling, drama, presents, all of this stuff is chaos right now for us parents. I get it. Put it in there. If you want me to help you with it, I'd be more than happy. All I want you guys to do is to keep preaching the message Stop messing with parents that literally want to find their one true love, that want their kids to have a great, fantastic role model, that they want the unity inside of their house more than anything out there. Do me that favor. I love you guys.